Hey YouTube, it's your boy Sophisticated Chaos, coming to you today with the Dragon Ball Super Chapter 66 review. Alright everybody, if you have not read this chapter yet, and you're watching this video, I recommend that you go ahead and read it because this is action-packed, it's great, and I also just don't want to spoil you before you get. So, we're going to dive right on into this thing because I loved it. So, starting off the chapter, Goku versus Moro. At this point, it's Ultra Instinct Goku. Moro has taken over the planet, and he's basically become like a planetary being. So he's able to control nature at will. He wants to control the Earth to come up, and what he is doing, he's fighting Goku in a way where Goku has to like stick and move. There's one point where Goku blocks one of Moro's punch, blocks the other one with like his knee, and then Moro just basically, and it looks kind of weird if you actually look at the chapter. I mean, the panel, Toritara drew it. I kind of liked it though because it was a little off the wall, but it comes out of his pelvic area, everybody. You get your own little ideas there in your head. But skipping past that, we pan over to Vegeta and the Z Warriors. He's talking to those guys. He's letting them know, hey, Kakarot done screwed this thing up again. What are we going to do now? I got to get out there to help. He lets all of them know, hey, go ahead and hop off the Earth. If you're flying, you might not be affected by this thing. So they all end up flying off. Vegeta dashes off towards the battlefield. And we get a little side panel with Beerus, Whis, Jocko, and Krillin. They're all in the it's like a bubble sphere that Whis can control, and it's like a barrier. But they're sitting there, they're talking and everything. Beerus saying like, hey, I don't want to go out here and one-shot this man. I just don't want the other guys to know that this is a mistake that I allow happen under my watch. So I need to handle it now before it gets out. And as soon as he hops out of the barrier, Whis gets a phone call from his father, Grand Priest. Grand Priest, and not only did Whis just get this phone call, when he answered, he told Beerus straight up, hey, I hate to say it, but we got a little bit of trouble here. We need to go to the Angel Realm. And he lets him know. Beerus freaks out because he's feeling like all the gods and all the angels already know about, Mirrors disappearing and everything. So he's like, in the panel, he actually says in the official translation, oh, I don't want them to know about Mirrors going poof. They already know about it. Wow. So Beerus basically tries to tell Krillin and Jocko, and after he just told them that he's going to one-shot Moro, he basically tell these guys, look, this isn't my problem anyways. I ain't even supposed to be here. You guys can handle this on your own. You know what? Just do it by yourself. I got business to handle elsewhere. So Whis pops out of his barrier right in front of Goku and trying to give him a little explanation of how to take down Moro. He tells him about the crystal and everything on his forehead, and basically Goku's going to have to find a way to reach it. And Moro, being the smart fighter that he is in the series so far, he's going to find a way to hide that crystal in the middle of this battle. So before Beerus and Whis leaves, Beerus basically informs Goku, hey, I don't care what happens to this Earth, you better save me some food. And I like this because it shows Beerus' character. Not only is it taking the god and the angel out of the situation where it doesn't seem like a cop-out win for Goku Vegeta in the game, but basically it's showing that Beerus is still continuing with, oh, the reason why I'm here is because you guys have good food. And I don't want that part of the character of Beerus to be taken away, or Whis for that matter, because both those guys love Earth's food, and I love Earth food too. But back to the chatter. So after they tell Goku this, they fly off, they go to the Angel Realm. Goku is fighting Moro hands on, Ultra Instinct. He's going at it. He's flying in and out, weaving and everything. Vegeta pops up on the battlefield. He sees that Goku can't handle the fight himself because Goku's getting trapped. Pops into the ground, and he's starting to activate a Spirit Fission. The Spirit Fission is taking away Earth energy from Moro that he's absorbing. So he's punching the ground, going crazy, shoots beams at the ground. I don't know if you've seen that panel. If you go read it, you'll see the panel. He's shooting beams at the ground. I don't know if he's shooting it or if he's absorbing the energy itself and it's showing up in that way in the panel. That's how Toritara drew it. If it shows up in anime, we'll have a better, appearance of what's actually going on. But it looks like he's just shooting beams into the ground. And, I don't know. I didn't get that part because I'd rather see how he was doing it the original way where he was just punching it, using his god energy and everything to use the Spirit Fission to take it away. I like that better. But back to it, he basically tells Goku, hey, go finish the job. You're an Ultra Instinct. Don't want time to run out. Go ahead and do what you got to do. Get out of here. Goku flies. He's still weaving and everything, trying to get away from Moro so he can go ahead and go towards the crystal. The crystal is still showing at this point. So Moro finds a way to make a bunch of hands pop up out of the ground like a big old barrier that he's trying to do. It reminds me of the Rashomon Gates from Naruto series. If you don't, when Orochimaru uses it, or the Sound 4, if you watch Naruto, you'll know what I'm talking about. Now, I don't want to spoil anybody that's actual, behind on Naruto. So basically, it's a big old gate that comes up, and the four-tailed beast. When Naruto went to the four-tails form, Orochimaru made multiple gates come up, and Naruto shot like a Biju bomb, and it just crashed into the gates. I think it went through like 2 of them, but the last one it stopped. So it's kind of the same concept that we're seeing here with Ultra Instinct Goku flying through all those hands, punching through them, punching through them, punching through them, and then Moro just creates a whole lot more at one time and basically traps Goku in there. And Moro starts to drain Ultra Instinct Goku's energy. We see Goku getting drained out. Vegeta's already trying to steal energy from Moro, and then Vegeta's running out of energy himself because as a spirit fish, and apparently it drains Vegeta if he uses it too long. So basically, they pan over Goku saying like, "Hey, I'm running out of energy." He turns back into his base form. I can't do it anymore. I can't go back to Ultra Instinct. I need, some type of God key, divine power. And we get to talking to Jocko here. We get to Jocko. Jocko came in clutch, everybody. I ain't gonna get to what he did yet at the very end of this chapter, but he came in clutch. So Jocko overhears this, like, "Oh, divine energy. Wait a minute, I think I heard something about this a little bit before." And, he basically tells Krillin, "Hey, yo, you stay here. I got business to handle elsewhere." Pulls a beer, some wheats, jets up out of there. So then we're here with Vegeta as he's realizing that he doesn't have enough energy to help Goku with the spirit fishing and everything to defeat Moro. The other Z fighters appear: Piccolo, Gohan, Yamcha, Tien, Chaozu. All those guys appear, and they offer Vegeta their ki, or chi, however you want to say it. In the official translation, it's spelled like C-H-I, chi. But so they offer him the energy. Vegeta basically takes it and everything. He doesn't even give him any type of argument like he normally does, which is I rather would have seen Vegeta have an argument with those guys. Like, "Hey, I don't want to take y'all's energy." He still basically don't like those guys, especially Yamcha. Vegeta don't like Yamcha like that. So he takes it, and it looks like a little mini spirit bomb that he's getting in his hand. He throws it up his head, and he's like, "Hey, this is not enough. It's not going to work." He throws it up to Goku. Goku, he basically takes the energy in, and he's trying to go back into this Ultra Instinct state, but we figure out that he ends up turning into Super Saiyan Blue instead, which is not enough for the actual end game here. So Moro, realizing this, he's excited, and actually, I take that back. He's not as excited because he's kind of losing control here, but he's kind of still conscious of what's going on around him. So it's basically like he kind of how Cell was at the end of this, during the Cell Saga fight in the tournament, when he was turned to this big old balloon before the planet was supposed to be blown up by him and his explosion, and Goku wins the transmission to him off the King Kai's planet. It's kind of the same kind of thing where, it looks kind of freaky and losing control, but I still feel like Moro had a little bit of consciousness here. And so realizing that Goku doesn't have enough divine energy, we end up talking to Dende. So I think Piccolo reached out to Dende, talk to him, talk to the people of Earth, because you see the people of Earth being drained by all of the Moro, draining energy. And then we get to Jocko. Jocko gets to the Kami Lookout, where everyone is. We get to see Goten, Trunks over on Android 17's Ranger Island. All these other people sending out energy to Goku. But Jocko, he pops up at Kami's Lookout, asking where's Majin Buu. Everybody's like, "Majin Buu? What you need Majin Buu for? He's in a sleep, knocked out, but you don't need to wake that man up. We already know what he's capable of." Well, this is where the excitement comes in, everybody. We see our boy, Oob. That's right. Oob makes an appearance. We've been waiting on it. I've been waiting on it. I know it's just been too long. It's been too long. We've had this man in GT, in the Dragon Ball Z. We haven't seen this man since. It's been years. It's been years. We've seen him in like a little slight panel in the manga where they kind of just one-off him, just show him like, hey, he's off in the distance, he exists on Earth, Goku, you guys, whatever. But no, he's here. Actually, dialogue, everything. Jocko woke Majin Buu up. Majin Buu was taken over by the Supreme Kai, the Grand Supreme Kai, however you want, that's inside of him. And he goes down to Oob on Earth and basically teaches him how to send the energy up to Goku and Vegeta in the gang. And basically, what happens is Oob retained all of the divine energy. Even as a reincarnation of Kid Buu, he retained all of the divine energy of the said Kai that I spoke of, that took over Majin Buu. So all that Kai's powers, energy, and everything like that, I think it got, a hereditary down the line to Oob. And it's speculation here, everybody. Oob might be stronger than what we made him out to be back then at the end of Z. I feel like there's a chance that Oob might be able to tap into God power. And if that's the case, I would love it. I would love it completely. It makes a whole lot of sense why Goku want to train this young man. Why everything, the end of Z, all of it is not going to get retconned. This is what Toriyama and the guy said. And Toritaro, they said they don't want to retcon the end of Z. This is making a lot of sense to me now as the reason why. Because now I'm realizing that Oob has a lot more power than what they made out to be. And if they take this in a different route and build on this the way it's supposed to be built on, without going the GT route, and basically crapping on Oob the way they did in GT. I mean, don't get me wrong, he did do some cool stuff in GT, in the baby fight and everything. But no, this could be a whole lot better. I like this idea a whole lot better. So, they send the energy off. Energy goes off to Vegeta on the battlefield. And this is just epic. Vegeta's like, whoa, what is this? Who sent this energy? How did we get this much energy? All the people that sent him energy that was on there, that was Z fighters, none of them compared. None of them compared. This was it. Goku could even sense it. He's like, hey, this is divine power. Like, well, where's this coming from? It's like on my level here. So, basically, Vegeta gathers all his energy. It looks like a big old Vegeta-style spirit bomb, everybody. And if I want to call it the Vegeta Spirit Bomb, let's just call it the Vegeta Spirit Bomb. I like it. About time, because everybody's saying that Vegeta's copying all of Goku's techniques and everything. I was like, no, that's not the case at all. It's mastering things in his own way and not being taught everything the way Goku's being taught. He's actually learning it on his own and figuring things out so he can get through these situations and battles and win them efficiently. Unlike Goku, who likes to feed people sensu beans and keep the battle going even though the battle is already won. But we're not going to talk about that. So when he has the Spirit Bomb style energy, I thought he was just going to throw it at Moro, destroy him completely, because that's what it looked like. But he ends up throwing it at Goku. And what happens next, I wasn't even expecting. This was pretty cool in my opinion. A lot of people shitting on it. I think it was pretty cool. Goku ends up transforming. Well, I ain't gonna say transforming. He ends up releasing all of that energy. And it looks like a Susanoo from the Naruto series. This is the second Naruto reference I have given in this. But it worked. It worked in this fight. Because Moro was giant. He was holding Goku in, choking him to death, trying to kill him. And Goku just magically bounces out of this thing. Where with all of this energy and everything, it looks so cool. The artwork was done perfectly fine. Toyotaro, you did your thing on this one. And you get to see Goku basically having a wrestling style, Greco style wrist match with Moro, and they're fighting it out for control of power, test of power. I loved it. And you see like Goku, a smaller version of him within all of this energy, the Susanoo looking energy. And it's basically like a giant Goku and a smaller Goku. But the smaller Goku is really the main focus here because he's still all of the power. Anyways, it's just, this is exuding. He's basically exuding all the power that Oob sent. So, Goku gets the W. While holding off Moro with the giant form of himself, he pops out as the small form with a charged up, powered up Ultra Instinct style fist. Same fist that looked like that he used in the Tournament of Power. Basically, just bursts and destroys the crystal on Moro's head. The crystal shatters everywhere. You get a panel scene that Whis looking down at Earth. He's excited. He's happy, overjoyed at the fact, and it looks like it's because of the fact that Goku and Vegeta finally worked together as a team to get the job done without the God and Angel's help. So he's looking down, and we finally get a shot of Moro just exploding, going crazy, ballistic. It looked like a volcano just erupting, and it was just beautiful. And it's just like the perfect end to this arc. We've had a lot of inconsistencies here and there, but overall, in my opinion, I really do give this art like an 8 out of 10. But I like the ending here, you know. Gohan, everybody looking on, seeing, you know, did Goku win? Did you get to see your signature Goku turn around with the... He hit the thumbs up, everybody. And that was the end of the chapter. We basically got the end of the Moro fight. And the next chapter, who knows what's happening next? Who knows where this is going? I mean, we're getting ready to hit into the next arc. I'm hoping to see, if possible, if Moro even shows back up, I wouldn't even be upset. Because I just loved it. I love the Moro art. I love Moro as a character. Rest in peace to Moro. Goku finally mastered Ultra Instinct in this art. We got a lot of Majin Buu lore, a lot of Supreme Kai lore. You know, the Galactic Patrol. I like the whole concept of everyone finally being in the Galactic Patrol. They got their G's on, you know, and it's been a wonderful ride with this art. It's been a good couple years. So whatever we have next, whether it's Broly, Frieza, new villain, new tournament of power, whatever we have next, we're going to enjoy it. And hopefully they can incorporate and animate all of this. I mean, we really need to see it. It's about time. I know you want to see the Moro art animated as much as I do. It's just about time. Because now we're at the end of it, and what's next? So, that was the Dragon Ball Super Chapter 66 review. We'll be having the next chapter come out on December 20th. And the anticipation for this one is so much hype. You'd be looking out for Jump Festa for new Dragon Ball Super news as well. And you know, it might be a video game, might be a DLC character, so just be on the lookout for a lot of Dragon Ball news, because every time an art ends, there's always more content that comes out. So thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and comment on this video. Hit that bell for notifications, and wear a mask, and stay safe out there, everybody.